on two-thirds a person. Rapings and beatings and suffering that worsens. Like human package.
To show dignity and respect to every life that you have created. Father, we lift before you today man's inhumanity to man. And we ask, Lord God, that you would restore a heart to us, Lord God. A tender heart, a heart of concern for one another, a heart to love one another. Because without love...
Tied up in strings, black rage can come from all these kinds of things. Black rage is founded on blatant denial, squeezed economics, subsistence survival, deafening silence and social control. Black rage is founded on wounds in the soul. When the dogs bite, when the bee sings, when I...
The 9th of August, at precisely 2:45 p.m., a police officer gunned down a young black man by the name of Micheal Brown. Micheal Brown was unarmed. Micheal Brown put his hands up in the air to surrender. But a Ferguson police officer, a white officer, shot him several times. In fact, it was reported that he was shot in the head twice. And they left his body on the street for 4 hours.
Feeling sad, I simply remember all these kinds of things, and then I don't fear so bad. Black rage is founded, fed us self-hatred, lies and abuse, while we waited and waited.
For a long time, and the death in custody in this country, at the hands of the police, is the same thing. Not because somebody pulled a trigger, but having death in custody, whether it's a white person or an Asian person or an African person, is still death in custody. And right now, we have to wake up as people. You know, I've just been to Angola there in Africa, and I learned a lot about the atrocities that were taking place as African people. I learned about how the Pope come there and say that the African people should go back to their spirituality and say sorry for the atrocities that they're committing against us. European supremacy has never died. It's always been killing African people. And they got you all fooled and confused with this technology. You get more confused. Wake up, young people. You cannot continue this foolishness. You've been controlled, psychologically controlled by this system. And America is no different.
Trees in this grid and its cages. Black rage is founded on these kinds of things. Black rage is founded on training and training. Threatening your
Organization of Black Unity. We'd just like to send condolences out to the family of Mike Brand, also to the family of Kingsley Borough sisters here as well. It's a sad day. It's a sad things have happened in the past. But sadly, this is the latest in a long line of abuses from the police. And what we need to realize is that this isn't just these abuses and these murders by the police go on and on and on and on. And what this is because we live in a fundamentally racist, oppressive system. And the police department are just the face of that oppressive system, who brutalize and murder us at will. And that's the reality we have to face as a people. Now, America's just like the United Kingdom, but it's on steroids, right? You see everything a lot easier and a lot clearer in America. But if you think it's any better here, then you've lost your mind, right? Give you some statistics. America, 1 in 2, half of young black men today will spend some time in the criminal justice system. There are thousands of murders every year in the ghetto in America, thousands of murders of young black men. Anybody care? Black president? Nothing to say, right? In the UK, 1/3 of young black men's DNA is on the police database. 1/3, 26 times more likely to be stopped. I can list up statistics until night time, right? The system and the society that we live in is fundamentally racist and oppressive to black people. But I don't want to talk about it because we should know that by now.
Freedom to stop you complaining, poisoning your water while they say it's raining. You're mad for complaining. Old time bureaucracy.
As you may already know, that I am Kingsley Burrell's sister who died in police custody in March 2011. I am here to unite with everybody, as well as those in America, and what's going on. Touch one, you touch all of us. Just let everybody know that the date for the inquest has now been set. So you can make a note in your diaries for the 25th of November at 10 a.m. outside the Coroner's Court here in Birmingham, and that's just for the beginning and the hearing of who is going to be listed as interested parties. The actual inquest doesn't begin until Monday, the 9th of February, and it's expected to last for 3 weeks. So I'm hoping that everybody here today, let a friend know if you can't make it, take annual leave, get a payday, and please be there, because unity is strength in this. We cannot fight the system alone. Thank you.
Flogging the youth, like rages founded on blocking the truth, murder and crime, compromise and distortion, sacrifice, who makes this fortune? Greed falsely called.
If you're young and you're black and you're male, it's open season. If you're driving or if you're walking, they just pull their guns and they
Called progress, such human contortion, black rage is founded on these kinds of things. When the dogs bite, when the beatings, when I'm feeling sad.
Together. If one of us dies, we all die. Yeah? When the blood goes down into the earth, it cries. So your pain is my pain. I dread to think what I would be like as a mother. I've got a son, and I dread to think of knowing that his body was lying in the street for hours and he was on his own. And that's something that we can all empathise with. It's not enough that when these things happen, we get angry and we Facebook and we tweet and we do all of this and we come out, and then tomorrow we forget about it till the next time. We have to join together. If you know that there's an event going on, or a march or a protest, go. It's not enough to say I don't march. I'm not begging police for permission and red hair. That's irrelevant. Get out and support your sisters and your brothers in their grieving time. If you can't get out, donate, do something.
I simply remember all these kinds of things, and then I don't feel so bad.
It's a totally racist system in which racism is institutionalised and there is massive police brutality. How many more black people have to die at the hands of police? How many more innocent people have to die at the hands of the police? And as Maxie and Khadijah have said, we have the same situation in Birmingham. We have an ongoing struggle to try and get some form of justice for the victims of police brutality.
Myth or illusion, forcing you back into purpose confusion, like human trafficking or blood transfusion.
Okay, so yesterday was the anniversary of Huey P. Newton's death, and he was killed by the police in the USA, and he was a member of the Black Panther Party. So from that death, I just wanted to draw to you guys' attention that it's been 60 years, it's been years basically, and nothing has changed. The system is still the same in the USA and in the UK and in other European countries. There's still institutional racism which has killed, demonized, brutalized the lives of black people and other people of colour. And the thing is, I feel like we need to start looking at the government to represent us. We need to start looking at Barack Obama to represent us, because he protects that institutional racist system, and it is never going to change. We need to stop pacifying. We need to stop being so, you know, we can protest and things are going to change. No, we have to demand what we want. We have to go and get what we want. We need to take what we want.
Like Rage is founded on these kinds of things. Victims of violence, both psyche and body.
Here because I want everybody to realise that the church is standing up for justice. Now, often when different things happen, people ask me, well, where's the church? Well, the church has been championing issues of justice for a very long time. And what
Living ungodly, politics, breed falsely called wealth. Like Rage is founded on denial of self.
What happens after today? That's the question. What happens after next week? What happens after the next incident? Stand up for you. That's what you got to do. Stop looking to we infiltrate the system and we challenge the system. That's what we do. But we cannot challenge a system from outside. The system needs to be challenged from inside.